What's going on, Roy? How's it going, man?
I'm good, man.
How's your day been going?
Super mellow. I haven't done anything because it's been rainy and tundra all morning. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
dude,
made
it's literally,
breakfast, watched TV, and then took a shower to jump on this podcast.
yeah, that's good. And it's like super windy out. It's funny because like last night I left my window open because it was hot. I woke up and my blinds were like
All over the
vertical.
spot.
Yeah, they're like horizontal. I was like, The Exorcist is in here. Oh my god. But yeah, so we are at number what, 7 now?
Yeah, I think
I'm
so.
trying to count. But I'm losing count because we have a lot. This week's actually packed. It's going to be a really fun week. We have a lot of really cool people coming on. But why don't we give them a little bit of information about who we're talking to today, and then we're just going to jump right into it because there's a lot of cool information out there.
Yeah, you definitely want to listen to this one. Christi Marraccini. She is
Not Maraschino, Marraccini.
Marraccini, head of production for NEOU Fitness, which is
NEOU.
which is an online platform that allows you to get fitness at home, which for all of us right now seems to be the only way to get fitness in. And there's so much content on there, and it's really cheap. Right now they're having a promotion that's, I'm not even going to say the price because it might change, but it's super cheap, so check it out, and you definitely want to listen to her.
Well, yeah, if you're listening to this right now, they're having a special. It's pretty much like the Netflix of fitness. They got all different types of workouts, anywhere from local New York City trainers to Annie Thorsdaughter to, I just saw one on there for like Jason Khalipa. So you can get different types of workouts, stretching, yoga,
Meditation,
HIIT
food.
workouts, food. They have like everything. And she was saying how right now they're running a special. It's 50% off the membership. If you are on the front lines and you are in a medical staff within New York City, they're willing to work with you and give you some free content, I believe. I would reach out to them to find out. But yeah, I mean, it's a great app. It was really cool to listen to exactly how it kind of got started and what they're about and how it works. And after listening, I think it's something that if you're stuck at home, which probably 99% of you are, it's a great way to get a workout in and stay motivated. So let's go ahead and get into it, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Cool.
All right, cool. So let's go and get started here. First of all, your name is Christi. I couldn't pronounce your last name, so I wasn't going to try.
No, it's fine. It's Marraccini.
Marraccini.
Yeah,
Cool.
only
Like
a little bit Italian.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Like a cherry, Maraschino cherry.
Yeah, we get that sometimes.
And so are you located in New York right now, or are you somewhere else?
I am. Yep. Manhattan.
What's the situation like over there?
It's very interesting because, I mean, I live right around the corner from a hospital, so it's like a couple blocks over, I can see what's happening, and then a couple blocks west, it's like everything's just a ghost town and shut down. But where are you guys based?
So I'm in like central Jersey right now, kind of near Bridgewater. Okay. So, and then Roy is near Montclair. So we're in New Jersey. Okay. We're close by. Yeah.
So yeah, my sister's based in Hoboken, and she says that they do the same thing there, but like every night at 7 p.m., everyone starts clapping and cheering and making noise, I guess, for all the frontliners. And it's interesting to just hear it grow night after night. I don't know if they're doing that by you guys, but
yeah, by me,
great sense of community.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you do me a favor? If you go to your microphone, if you go to the bottom left of your screen, can you just change the microphone to built-in microphone and not do it through your AirPods? It'll sound better.
Sure.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Way better.
Okay.
I've learned that the hard way because like the last one I did it through the AirPods, and it sounded like you were like underwater. So Roy was always making fun of me because I sounded underwater. But now if you just switch it, it sounds a lot better.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
Awesome.
And I can probably ditch these too. Actually, is that going to mess it up?
No, that won't mess it up. That's just so you can hear.
Okay, yeah, I can still hear you in this one. That works then.
Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So your name is Christi. I know you're kind of, I'm not sure like how you're involved in NEOU Fitness. We'll get a lot into that. But I would love to just kind of start off by you talking a little bit about what your program is, kind of a little bit of your background and how you got to kind of where you are right now.
Sure. So I work at NEOU Fitness, and I've been there for over 2 years now. What my role there has transformed over the years. They originally brought me on to develop a high intensity boot camp class, which is now GO, and a program that I have on the app. And it's kind of like any other boot camp class out there, I would say, but I like to try not to stop from the second we go. From the second the class starts, we try not to stop. So focuses on building cardio and strength, just with minimal equipment, resistance bands, dumbbells, occasionally a kettlebell. And then the classes that we have on the app are anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes long, some 60-minute classes, and then also some shorter pieces as well. But my background in fitness is just kind of everything. It's like a hodgepodge. I started off, I have 2 older sisters. My dad didn't have any boys, so he kind of like made me the boy of the family, if you will. And threw me into every sport imaginable. So I come from a pretty athletic background, soccer, swimming, did a little gymnastics, but then really had my fitness career or my athletic career focus on track and field and swimming. So I did that all throughout high school and then all throughout college. And I think it's kind of like transformed how I train and how I program today. So a lot of the things I do is short, explosive. I hate the endurance training, so I stay away from it at all costs. So a lot of what I do, it's just, dynamic, functional, but very quick.
Yeah, it's awesome. And so did you train somewhere in the city before going to NEOU?
Yeah, so I started actually, I'm from Westchester. My family's from Westchester, New York. And I started working in, training one-on-one clients out there, or started as family friends and then turned into clients, and then worked at mom and pop gyms out there, and then got really into CrossFit. So started taking CrossFit classes and then teaching CrossFit and teaching CrossFit kids at a gym out there. And then I came to the city, and I was actually at Tone House for over 2 years. Okay. It's a sports performance gym based in Manhattan.
Sean?
I'm sorry?
Is this Sean Jenkins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to work with him. He's great.
Good buddy. Yeah, he's great. He's awesome.
All right, cool. Yeah, no, he's awesome.
Roy, is that the podcast you were on?
Yeah. Me, Sean, and Dave Carpio were on the podcast about 2 months ago, 3 months ago, maybe?
Okay.
Yeah, so I worked with Sean and then the rest of the team over there at Tone House, and they're great. It's started by Alonzo, whose background is in football, and like I said, sports conditioning, so kind of wheelhouse for me, but the workouts are like unlike anything you've ever done out there.
Aren't they like known as like the hardest workout in New York?
Yes, and I can attest to that being true. So they're great. So they're kind of the first place that I got my feet wet in the New York City fitness scene. And then just over 2 years with them, I moved to NEOU, and my boss now, Nate, he approached me with this whole idea of streaming, and I'm like, you're crazy, it's never going to work, but I'll help you develop this brick and mortar boot camp class. And when I found out that he wasn't actually crazy and we're going in this direction of digital, it kind of has just like transformed, not only like how I teach and program, but just like the whole outlook on fitness for myself, I think.
Yeah. So how long ago was that? How long was that? Like, you saw it, I guess, ahead of time than most people.
Yeah, so I started teaching brick and mortar there in February of 2018. So just over
2 years ago.
Yeah, over 2 years ago.
That's pretty cool, though. I mean, so like now, obviously, it's like he kind of like saw the future. Like now, I feel like after all this kind of starts to die out, a lot more people are going to stick with doing these online classes.
Yeah, and I mean, I think a big selling point for me, I was teaching 25 to 30 brick and mortar classes a week when I was like at my peak. And they were 45 to 60 minutes long. And I mean, any fitness trainer knows how just exhausting that can be, especially when like you're opening the gym at 4 a.m. and then doing these crazy 10, 12-hour shifts. But now it's like you're teaching, you may only have 6 people in the room, but you're addressing hundreds at home. So that was a big selling point for myself. It's like you can help so many more people digitally than you can just in that brick and mortar space.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you so is it a live class or is it pre-recorded, or how does it kind of work from like the user end?
So right now, everything that we do, the only live that we have is on NEOU's Instagram. So when we're up and functioning at a studio level, we do have live classes on a daily basis. But right now, everything in the app is pre-recorded. But when we operate normally, you can tune in live.
Okay, so it's all kind of like, to me, it looks like kind of like a Netflix model where like you can log in, like I subscribe to your channel and then I have access to like all your workouts, I'm guessing, right?
Yep. So we have over 1,500 workouts and classes available on the app. We have over 70 brands and concepts on the app as well, and everything from boot camp, yoga, dance, Pilates, breathing, meditation, recovery, stretching. So we are kind of the Netflix in that sense, where you can pick whatever you're feeling that day. And our filter options are great. You could filter by equipment and not equipment, whatever you have.
And then you have people like in the studio working out with you?
Yes. So, yeah, so that's one of the things that our founder, Nate, he was really passionate about. It's bringing that in-studio experience to the user at home. So having like real participants, they can sign up for any class. We've had people that use the app drop in from when they're visiting, which is pretty cool and exciting when that happens. But yeah, you sign up just like any brick and mortar studio, and then you're kind of just like a silhouette. So everyone's like, I don't want to be on camera. I'm like, trust me, they can barely see you.
Yeah. People get shy with that.
So people are signing up, take this class, that knowing that they're probably going to be in a pre-recorded video that's going to be on your platform.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And people that come, they're really excited about it. I normally teach Monday nights when we're in studio. And I have people now texting me or DMing me. It's like, I saw myself in class. It was so weird, but so cool. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. So just only because I haven't really used the app yet, I plan on kind of downloading it and diving into it a little more. But like, what's the experience as a user at home? Like, what kind of things, like, is there a timer on the screen, or is there music playing? Like, what's the experience like from a user standpoint?
So when you log into our app, you're greeted with a bunch of content, and some people love it and some people find it overwhelming. So I think like the first thing to do is filter by what you like. So if you like to take boot camp classes, go to the browse, filter by boot camp, and then like I said, duration or equipment or whatever it is. But then you select your class, and yeah, there's music. There's, if it is a class with other participants, the instructor in studios interacting with them, interacting with you. So I like to say that one of the things that I value of the content that we produce is it's very real. It's, we're not staging things, nothing scripted, whatever's happening is happening. I don't want to say in real time, but we don't go back and make a ton of edits. It's whatever happens in that class is we're giving to our users as the same experience that people in studio are getting.
Yeah, it kind of it feels a little bit more real than like, because like I've definitely watched some videos online where I just don't feel like a part of it. I don't feel connected to it because it's just so over edited. I think the rawness of it definitely is cool. One thing that I really like about it, even just watching like ads and stuff, is like it looks like a very similar experience throughout, no matter what class you take. So like every studio looks the same, kind of like you have the same experience, which is good from a user standpoint. Yeah,
well, I'm glad you recognize that.
Yeah,
it means a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. So like, when someone joins one of your classes, like, well, actually, first let me back up. Before you started getting into this, were you like a big at-home workout type person, or?
I wasn't. I'm a big gym or like class person, if you will. So I'm your typical probably New York City person that hops from studio to studio. I take a workout based on how I'm feeling, and then it's like sneaking in those workouts that that you should do, like your strength training or your endurance. And I think that kind of like bites me in the butt a little bit sometimes. It's like, I know I should be doing this because it's going to help me in the long run, I like stick to the things that I like. I think the current situation has now forced me to be, and forced everyone to be, an at-home workout person.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, that's the same with me. You know, it's like for me, CrossFit is my main kind of workout choice.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely miss like the whole class environment. And like, I personally do struggle finding motivation to work out at home. So I was wondering like what kind of motivation, or what do you use as motivation to work out at home now that you're forced to? But you know, anyone in general that maybe not, they can't get to a gym every day and they have no choice but to work out at home. Like, what are some things that, you know, you do to stay motivated?
Yeah. So before that, so part of the other work that I do at NEOU, I also run all of the production for them. So I'm working it's funny, I'm working still 12-hour days, just not like in the fitness scene, but also in the fitness
like behind the
scene.
scene?
Behind the scenes, yeah. So even there would be days that I knew that I could rely on the app to come home to and get like a 20-30 minute thing. I think the first part to staying motivated is you have to like mentally tell yourself how rewarding it's going to be once it's done. So if it's at the end of the day, or if you're trying to wake up early to get your workout in, it's going to suck, if you will, for that time being. But after those 20, 30, 45 minutes, you know that you're going to feel some sense of reward after. So I think people have to keep that in the back of their mind, whether they're forced to work out at home or they just don't have time to make it to the gym. That I think is like number one, and what helps me. In this current situation, I think the biggest thing that I struggled with was finding a new routine. So for you, it's like you're used to probably the same CrossFit class, your 7 a.m., your 6 p.m., whatever it is, Monday through Friday. Maybe you do something on the weekends. And now that routine is like completely gone.
Right.
For me, what helps me right now is I had to create a new routine. So I don't have to wake up and go work those long, production days anymore, but I'm working from home, and you're not really changing your environment, and you're not really going outside. And I live in Manhattan in like a 500-600 square foot apartment. So it's not like I can walk from room to room, but I think like scheduling a new routine for yourself helps me right now stay motivated. And again, it's like knowing if the alarm goes off at 5-6 a.m., knowing how I'll feel in 30-45 minutes.
So you choose morning workouts to kind of like start the day off?
Now, yes.
Yeah.
I used to be like an afternoon, evening person. I don't know about you guys. But now it's like, okay, get up, get the day started. You'll feel good afterwards. You kind of beat everyone to like the Slack and the emails once you're done, and
yeah,
you can go about your day.
So is that the first thing you're doing? Like, are you banging out a workout as soon as you wake up, or like, is it like, what does your new structure look like?
So it's funny. I don't know about you guys, but I missed drinking coffee from a mug. So now I give myself like 20-30 minutes every morning. I wake up, give myself those 20-30 minutes, have coffee out of a mug, and then get to my workout. And I have to say, whether you're doing something on NEOU or another app, or just like making a workout up on your own, it helps to have it planned the night before too. So like lay out your workout outfit, plan your workout, know exactly what you're going to do. So when you wake up, you can have your cup of coffee out of a mug, and then get to the rest of your day.
That's something very valid. I don't know why that makes sense, but it totally does. The mug thing.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
it's like nice.
Especially in the city, or like normal mornings, you have to get up and go. So you're just getting Starbucks or some local coffee shop on the way to work.
Yeah. Everything's on the go. I'm sure you guys are like constantly moving from place to place. Like, how often do you get to give yourself the 20, 15 minutes even to just sit and kind of do something for yourself?
Yeah. I mean, and that's a simple little thing that's good. It's like something good to look forward to in the morning. Like, there's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I actually do that anyway. Like, I love drinking coffee at home in front of my computer. But yeah, I mean, just like, I think now is like the time to really appreciate the little things that you kind of miss along the way, and like take a step back and be like, oh, maybe once all this kind of starts to go away, we can still incorporate that cup of coffee in the morning somehow, like,
right.
I think now is a really good time to kind of take a step back and look at the little things that you're missing out on. Yeah, just something like that. I think that's great.
Like mugs of coffee.
Yeah, mugs of coffee.
Who would have thought something so simple?
Roy always has really cool mugs. Which one do you have today?
Today's I like his beard.
He had one the other day. We were doing a podcast, and it was like, "I like her butt." I was like, maybe you shouldn't put that one in there. Maybe you should like change that mug. Cool. Yeah. So I know that you said that you created the program. Is it more like, so does NEOU approach the trainers and be like, "Hey, we have this idea for a class," or does a trainer approach NEOU and be like, "Hey, I'm interested in creating this class"? Like, what does that look like?
So our strategy has definitely, I think, shifted. You know, when we first started, we were relying on some New York City-based trainers that were really, really good at their craft, and have, you know, been in the fitness industry for years and just are experts and have a ton of knowledge to give to our current users and at-home users everywhere. So when we first started, it was finding those trainers and helping them create a brand or giving them this platform. And now it's interesting to see how it's shifted and people are approaching us and it's like, "Hey, I have 25 studios and I want to stream on your app." And even before all of this happened, making that work. But now it's like, okay, how can we still help these people? Because that was always our goal right from the beginning. We are a platform to give people the best health, fitness, wellness out there at a reasonable cost. So right now we're having a 50% off. It's $14.99 for the whole year. Or I'm sorry, $49.99 for the whole year.
I was gonna say
$14.99. Yeah, that's the monthly price. But yeah, $49.99 for the whole year. So super reasonable for everyone to get great quality fitness. So yeah, when we first started, it was like finding those trainers that had a great ton of knowledge and helping them build a brand to teach on our platform. But now it's kind of shifted. It's the established brands or brands that we know are established. We're kind of helping become a platform for them.
Yeah, we're just looking. They're like Annie Thorsdaughters on there now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So
she's great.
Yeah,
she's pregnant.
She is.
Yeah, she's having a baby.
Do you guys all? No, go ahead, Roy.
What does it look like for like the person that's reaching out to you that wants to be on your platform? Like, are you providing like assistance with like video editing, like what does that look like? Because I know that seemingly it still looks very professional. I'm just curious, like who's manning what?
Yeah, so we have one person that's our head of talent and like kind of the go-to person for them, and then from there we have a whole team, or we have whole teams that manage everything else. So we'll create promotional assets for you with our marketing team and give you the best tools to leverage and promote your brand to your user base. And then my team, that's the production team, will, you know, help you from your first day in front of camera until the last day that you're shooting with us, based on if you're an out-of-town brand or if you're here. Depends on, of course, like how frequently we can shoot with people. But yeah, like we have teams that will help every step of the way, make sure that, you know, because we want them to succeed on NEOU as well. So make sure that we give them all the tools to make the best classes and then also promote themselves to everyone.
That's great.
So which is your favorite class to take?
Oh gosh, so something I don't do, and I probably should add into like my morning coffee routine, is stretch. And you think that it would happen even more now that everyone's home, but I
said the same thing to myself. Don't worry about it. It's all right.
Right? One thing that I did try to do was do yoga every morning, and that lasted about a week. But my favorite classes are, I love Brittany. She teaches a class, Move. It's yoga based. And she always does like some crazy core in her classes. So I also really like that. And then Blake, she teaches a class, Base, and it's all like mobility work. So it's not really yoga, but not really stretching, because those are like the classes that hurt the most for me that I know I should do.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you do in track and field? Were you like
I was a sprinter. So I did hurdles and then all like the short events, 400 and less. Anything over that, I was just, no. I don't know if you guys did track and field ever, but
we actually just talked to
Mikhail Olympian hurdle.
Yeah, Mikhail Thomas. He was a
oh,
Olympian.
No way.
Yeah, we just had him on like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
the guy's amazing. Like just listening to him was like so cool. Like he was really motivational.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did 110-meter hurdles in the Olympics.
Yeah. That's
So,
one of my, 100 for me, but yeah, one of my favorite events, 100 hurdles.
yeah, that was fun.
Never at that level though.
Yeah, no. Well, he was telling us his crazy story. You know, it's like he has he's at an odd because he's on the shorter scale. Like when all the athletes are like 4 inches taller than him. So like he went into that like, and he was talking about his motivation and like his like kind of mindset behind it. It was just, I was like, this is why you're an Olympic athlete, and I'm just sitting here interviewing. Yeah. So I'm just looking at some notes here. We talked a lot about the experience of the app, which is great. And I think like I said, one cool thing that I really like about it is kind of like how everything is studio kind of driven, right? Like you bring, it sounds like, or it seems like you bring in these trainers to a studio to record all these workouts. But on a normal day, I'm guessing you record live these workouts and then you have them available for like whenever someone wants to take that workout.
Yep. So a majority of our content gets uploaded for video on demand, so anyone can just go in and access it at any time. That's how a lot of people consume our content normally. And then we do have those live classes, for the people that it fits into their schedule to tune into. But a lot of what we record is just to build our content library and give people as many options as possible. And
so now I know I don't really know off the top of my head any real competitors besides like I know like Amazon's doing a lot of things like at-home workouts now. But what's something that you guys are looking to do like once moving forward? Like how are you going to build the brand? How are you going to like reach out and kind of like take on? Because I think now a lot of gyms and studios are starting to realize the importance of at least offering at-home workouts, where you've obviously been ahead of the game, which is great. You've had like 2 years of experience in this game, but like, how are you planning on like, I know, like I said, Amazon I know is getting into it, which is like a huge kind of company. But yeah, like what are you guys gonna be doing like moving forward? Do you have any plans to like expand or anything like that?
So this whole situation, yes, we're still working from home, but we do need a studio to keep producing content. So I think it's forced us to kind of think outside of the box. We're testing a few things right now. And then even from a content strategy moving forward, we have a few ideas that we hope to kind of run with in the future. But I feel like this, it's unfortunate circumstances for everyone, but it's great for us because it's kind of forced us to think differently from how we were normally doing things. And I don't know if these kind of ideas that we have would have happened otherwise. Kind of to answer your question, but not give away too much.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
So in other words, this is forcing you kind of to take the platform that already works, which already is online, but almost like put a spin on it so that you can actually execute for your population.
Yeah.
And we can't hear about it because it's coming soon.
Coming soon.
Okay.
To an app near you.
Have you ever heard of like Aptiv?
Yeah.
So what's like, I know that the main difference I'm guessing is yours is more video produced. I'm thinking they do more like audio, right?
Yep. I know they came out with, or they were planning to come out with video-based content, but they started and they're very successful at their audio-based content. We actually have a few people that stream for NEOU also do some workouts for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and their video or their audio-based content is great.
Have you ever taken one of the classes? Like, do you ever experiment to like kind of like see what else is out there?
I don't. I've never taken a class start to finish. I've had some kind of like sample content passed my way. But they do a great job of producing audio stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Go ahead.
Christi, is there any like evolving programs on your platform, like maybe run a mile to run a 5K, or like build up to 100 push-ups, or like is there anything that's like that, or is it just pick your sweat and then kind of go?
Yeah, so that's something that we started at the beginning of this year developing, was programs. Matt Forzaglia, one of the trainers on our platform, he has this program called Get Strong. And working with him to develop this, I think it's maybe one of the smartest pieces of content that we have on the platform, because not only is it 2 times a week for 4 weeks, but it's a program that's designed to do over and over again. And the whole idea about it is just building strength with 1 or 2 sets of dumbbells. So its barrier to entry is super low. But it's also really well thought out, I should say. And that was a goal for us at the beginning of the year, to really build out our programs and our challenges concepts throughout this whole year. We got, 2.5 months in, and that came to a halt. But his program is something that we have. We have another program called Project Weight Loss that we launched at the beginning of the year. And it's designed for really well-rounded fitness. So high intensity boot camp, core training, some lower impact, like muscle endurance, toning and sculpting work, and then stretch and recover. So that kind of gives you it's 4 classes a week to do for 4 weeks, but it gives you a better training philosophy of how to program your own workouts for a healthier lifestyle, if you will. So we have those 2 programs that we're excited about that we launched this year. And then last year we launched some stuff like core challenges and beginner programs. Anybody that's new to the app, they can do a Jumpstart You program that we have, and it exposes them to all the different brands. But that was something that we were really aiming to build out this year. So it's like now adapting. How do we still give people follow-on programs that are very specific while we're kind of shut down?
I love that, because I feel like most people, especially if they're hesitant even to like getting into fitness, that they tend to want to like know that the result is going to be there. Like, what are you pitching on this platform that I want to jump on? Like, am I going to lose weight? Am I going to get stronger? Am I going to get faster? Whatever. Otherwise, why am I doing it? Kind of thing. So it's cool to see that you guys are already kind of thinking of that.
Yeah, and I have to say, like, one good thing about our platform is it really gives the instructors a chance to let their personality shine. So just using Matt again as an example, he is constantly talking about like his own training philosophy throughout not only his Get Strong program, but throughout all of his other classes that he has. So, we're not just giving people fitness content. It's kind of like giving them some educational as they take classes too.
That's great. Love that.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same, like I'll go to a class at a CrossFit gym because I like the coach. It's the experience you get with the coach. So being able to kind of have these coaches online, virtually share their kind of like personality is going to be a huge kind of seller, because I don't know for sure, but so I'm sure there's some other platforms where like they don't really get a lot of creative freedom in how they approach the distribution of the workout. Because I even noticed, looking at other people's pages, like they're able to share like their personality. So like they kind of like, it just looks really cool. I mean, I just like because I'm like a content creator too. So I really love the studio look. I think it's like a really cool. I think that's what I actually first saw when I looked at NEOU Fitness, was like the studio quality. There's a trainer that's out near us. His name is Joseph D. Fit. He's like the dancer guy. Yeah.
I love Joseph.
Yeah.
He's so great.
One of my friends takes his class, but I actually work part-time at Lululemon, and he's always in the store, and he's like a riot. So then
he's so fun.
He's so funny, yeah. So he always posts these videos he's in Florham Park, I think, right, Roy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But one of my friends takes his class, and he's always on the stage with him dancing. It's the funniest thing ever. I was like, this guy is like, there's like hundreds of people in his class.
Yeah, no, he's amazing. I remember the first day he came into the studio, and we record everyone that comes in for a demo, and he came in and we're like, oh my gosh, where did this guy just come from? And all this energy, and he's so amazing. My sister, I remember she uses the app all the time. And she told me that she took his class, but she's very reserved and like proper. And then when I was like, you took Joseph's class? I mean, what comes out of his mouth has me in the production room like pissing our pants laughing sometimes. It's
I can
so
only
funny.
imagine. Yeah.
Yeah. He's great though.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, Roy, do you have any other questions that you could think of?
No, Chrissy, I think I saw a NEO Kids series or something like that. Do you want to talk about that? That seems really interesting.
Yeah. So NEO Kids, it started as kind of not a test, but we didn't know how it was going to do. And it's actually one of our best performing concepts on the app. Yeah, we launched it in January. We have 3 different age groups. We have the minis, smalls, and bigs. The minis are 4 to 6. The smalls are 7 to 9, and the bigs are 10 to 12. But those are just suggested age groups. You know, a 12-year-old could totally do the minis class, or minis could probably get away with doing a smalls class. It's all depending on kind of the child's athletic ability,
Right.
But it's just a way for grown-ups and kids at home to kind of do something together. We know how hard it is that, you know, being a parent and having kids and wanting to get your workout in, but maybe not having the time. So all of the programs are designed for the grown-up to get a great workout and the kids to just have fun and get some energy out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and one of the things that I really like, it's not too cheeky or cheesy. It's the grown-up will get like a decent workout from it. Yeah. So we actually have on our Instagram tomorrow night, myself and Beckett, one of the kids that we shoot with in studio, we're doing a kids workout on Instagram. Yeah. So.
And that's on your Instagram or NEOU's?
On NEOU's, yeah, at 6 p.m.
Cool.
So that's Tuesday, April 14th.
Tuesday, yep. If you guys want to tune in, I'm actually a little worried. It's going to be pretty hard for me. He'll probably be fine. It's like the kids always surprise you. They always do a lot better than the grown-ups.
Yeah, I know.
The kids have like no turn-off switch. Like
none.
Yeah.
They just go.
Yeah, I know. At my CrossFit gym, they do like CrossFit Kids classes, and they had like 70 people log in the other day.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So
that's awesome.
I think that's awesome. Have you guys ever thought about exploring anything like nutrition-wise, like cooking classes and stuff?
So we have a concept on our app called NEO Cafe, and that's kind of just another way for brands to get their personality out there, some of their favorite recipes. Joseph D, he made a turkey burger recipe that he really likes.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we have instructors make coffee or overnight oats or smoothies or whatever it is, kind of just like their go-to healthy snacks, if you will. And then we also have you guys ever heard of Michael Chernow?
Mm-mm.
He opened the meatball shop and was a founder of Seymour's.
I know the meatball shop, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, he's opened a ton of restaurants and is a chef, and he has it's not necessarily nutrition content. It's more like great, fast cooking, easy to go or go-to meals, if you will. It's called Essentials. So he'll teach you how to make, you know, like the perfect steak, the perfect salmon. And it's all very healthy, nutritious food, but he's giving you really fun tips and tricks on how to make it.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I love watching cooking. It's my favorite thing ever.
It is, right?
Why
it's
is
like fun. Background
Why is
stuff.
that a thing? Why is it like, why are we so, as a people, like so consumed with watching other people eat? And
I have no idea.
It's such
I could do it all day.
I was like, thinking about it the other day, I was like, why did I watch like 10 hours of Bon Appetit?
It's so addicting, you know? It's like the more you watch it, the more you like just get consumed.
Yeah.
And then how often do you go and try and recreate those meals? And it's
it's never the same.
It's nowhere close. No.
Yeah. And so like all of these, everything that we just talked about, right? Like the fitness, the nutrition, the cafe, the essentials, all of that is under the same membership?
Same membership. Yep. Everything just one membership. You can stream it up to 5 devices, and yeah, you can get one membership for your whole family.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so the special right now is 50% off, you said?
50% off, $49.99 for the whole year. And then, you know, we're doing things to help the frontline people too, giving away memberships to all nurses and hospitals that are New York City based. But, you know, definitely if you guys or if anyone listening has, you know, hospitals that are interested, we can definitely help out anybody that's any of the health heroes out there, because we definitely want to give back.
That's awesome.
That's incredible. Thank you.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, hey, thanks so much for coming to talk to us.
Thanks
It was
for
really
having
fun
me.
listening, and I think it's like a great app, great concept. And I hope the best of everything. Hope it all works out.
Yeah, you as
Cool.
well, and
Thank you, Christi.
definitely check it out. Thank you
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah, we
absolutely.
will.
I'm gonna check it out
I'm
for
gonna download it
sure.
right now.
Yeah.
Get your
absolutely.
CrossFit fix.
Yeah, I need it. All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your day. And,
Yes, you too, guys.
We'll be in touch. I'll let you know when it's up, and I'll send you the link and everything.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Awesome.
Take
Take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye.